Good day everyone! My topic is all about Module 4, which titled by Individual Differences Student Diversity. I choose this because it is related to me as a student. But before I will proceed to my topic, I will introduce my name. My name is Marifel B. Salazabas, a 2 English major batch 3. And Individual Differences Student Diversity. No matter what happened, everyone is unique because no two individuals can have identical hereditary endowment or the same environmental experiences. Every individual has their own characteristic, ability, skill, and learning style. In all learning environments, individuals interact with others who are in some way different from them, and that's what we call diversity. This diversity also comes from other factors like socioeconomic status, thinking, learning style, and exceptionalities. And socioeconomic status, it depends on how individuals differ in lifestyle from that of the middle income or the lower income group. It also depends on a combination of variables including occupation, education, income, wealth, place of residence. Socioeconomic status is the measure of the influence that the social environmental has on individual, families, communities, and school. In many ways, social economic status is related on the concept of social class. And the next factor is thinking learning style of every learner, which involves their different strategies and techniques on how they learn easily and effectively. These are some learners learn by seeing and looking, and others are by hearing and listening. On the other hand, they are individuals learn better by touching and doing, wherein they actually perform what they want to know and learn. That way, individual, every learners have their own style and learning. And the last factor is the exceptionalities. Is this factor learner which exceptionalities as persons who are different in some way from the normal or average. Exceptionalist learners include those with special needs related to cognitive ability, behavior, emotional disturbance, and giftedness. And the learners requires a lot of understanding and patience as well as special educational and related services to reach their full of developments. And to these factors that bring about student diversity, the teacher as the facilitator of learning is tasked to consider the individual differences among the students in plan. For effective instruction, every individual being deserves in terms of culture, race, gender, age, learning, abilities, social requirements, physical and mental disorder, learning strategy, skill, past knowledge, socio-economic and educational background, and language. But before that, here are some questions that I provided that blew my mind. How student diversity enriches the learning environment? A student may be challenged to handle a class with so diverse. Why? Because there are students having different language abilities and cultural background, different attitude and behavior. A wise teacher see a diversity in a classroom in a respect way and in a God term. For other teacher, having a diversity in a classroom in an excited part because not only the student are learned, also the instructors as well. But the word hustle are upset at the mind of the teacher who are difficult to adapt the diversity happen in a classroom. Let's discover the benefits and learning opportunities that student diversity can bring to your classroom. First, student self-awareness enhancing by diversity. I know that all of us will know about this self-awareness as a student in our classroom. Exposing students to others with diverse background may enhance their self-awareness because they see the differences between themselves and others, and they are given point to shape as assessment through their own attitude, values, and behavior. And the second is student diversity contributed to cognitive development. It is the opportunities to gain access to perspective first and to other students. And not only the teacher can gain more cognitive knowledge, but also other students can gain more cognitive and information with diverse culture of other students. As we say cognitive, it is our knowledge brain that we gather today. Student diversity prefers themselves for the rule and responsible member of students. I know that all of us will know the rule and responsibilities as a member of the society or in our classroom. Suicide more argue that the classroom can provide more than just theory given by the teachers and the lecture. With student diversity, the classroom become a public place where community can be practiced. And the last is the student diversity can promote harmony. When student diversity is integrated into the classroom teaching and learning process, it can become a wild from promoting harmonious relationships. And here are some tips of student diversity. First, encourage learning to share their personality, history, and experiences. Two, integrate learning experiences and activity which promotes students' multicultural and cross-cultural awareness. Three, aside from highlight diversity, identify pattern of unity and focus group differences. 4. Community high expectational to students from all subgroups. 5. Use variety instruction methods to accommodate students' diversity in learning styles. 6. Varied example you use to illustrate concept in order to provide multiple contexts that are relevant to students from diverse backgrounds. 7. Adapt the student diverse background and learning style to allow their personal choices. 8. Diversity your method of assessing and evaluating student learning. Take purpose from small discussing group of students from diverse background preferred by Marifel Visa to Salvis into English major battery.